Hello, good morning. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. It is not the morning anymore. I have already gotten started with my morning and it is now 2 o'clock. Okay, I didn't realize it was so late. Today I went to the gym and then I showered. I actually showered before I went to the gym and then I showered right after because I felt so disgusting and sweaty, and I kind of hate showering twice in a day. Like, I don't know if that's gross, but usually I shower once a day, and I find that if I shower like immediately after, I don't know, I just don't like it. Like, I feel like it really dries out my skin, and I just seem to benefit from showering once a day. Which also, as I'm saying this, I hope any American Soggy Rice 3 viewers don't find me disgusting, because apparently, okay, this is a huge overgeneralization, but I've seen some things about how it's just like culturally more normal to like shower multiple times a day, which is so interesting to me because yeah, I'm like a once a day girl. I usually shower like in the evening, so like I'll shower in the evening, I'll go to the gym, and then like I just kind of stay in the same. Usually if I'm in my gym clothes and I'm out already, I'll just like stay out and hang out with my friends, go for a coffee, go hang out, go sit in the park, go home, do my things, and then shower again in the evening. But this was a sweaty day. My friend offered for me to come around to her house after the gym, and I was like, no, I am going home and I am showering because I feel so gross. I think it's because the weather at the moment is really, I don't know if muggy is the word, but it's like hot but humid, and it just feels so heavy, and just like I feel like I'm covered in just like, I don't know, it's just awful. It's like a really hot polyester blanket that's over me, but it's just like the air. And also today at the gym, usually, right, basically how I use the gym is I have two friends that I go with, and usually one of them basically is really obsessed with working arms, so I go with them first and we work arms, and then my other friend is usually a bit late, so we've worked arms. And can I just say, oh, low-key, I'm seeing a little something, so clearly that is working. And then once she gets there, I feel like we just start mucking about and just like using whatever machines we're comfortable using, and like I'm low-key not counting reps, I'm not counting sets. I like just called my friend and I was like, hey, can you explain to me actually like maybe how to get better results from the gym, because I feel like that's not the shout. But there has been a machine that we've been very scared to use, and today we finally were like, right, let's figure out how to use it. We call it the Booty Blaster 3000 because I genuinely thought it was called that, because it's called the Booty Builder. And it's crazy. It has like an actual seatbelt you have to put on, and then this like code you have to read where it's like, if you're between 160 and 165 centimeters, set the seat to level 3 but set the bench to 1.5, and it's just like so much stuff. It even has an app to download. So today we use that, and oh my goodness, guys, I didn't know there were so many muscles in my bottom. Like, I have never exercised my bottom like that before. I better wake up tomorrow and have just like the biggest bottom known to man, because like that is crazy. Like, I was uncomfortable beyond just like obviously the discomfort of exercising. I was actually like, wait, like I don't consent to like so many muscles being worked. I didn't realize that this was going to do so much, and that I think was just making me sweat so much. And then I went home, and like the walk home was just so like as well. So I was so sweaty and disgusting. I decided to shower, and I am nice and clean now, feeling wonderful, sensory good, and I am ready to hang out with you guys. Today, the main focus, because I think the last vlog I did was, it was like a morning vlog, but like the only thing that really happened was I made tiramisu. This vlog, I want to go back to my roots a little bit, and I want to do a reading vlog. Today, we are reading East of Eden by John Steinbeck, which I am just on part 2 of. And I also will be doing an East of Eden reading video. I actually need to quickly record a little snippet for that as well. I'm really enjoying it, guys. I'm really liking East of Eden. I'm so happy. This is a very big book to dedicate so much time to, and I'm glad that it is paying off. I do think though, there have been very few big books that I haven't liked. I think just because of the fact that they are such big books, you do end up liking them. Like, I think for me, I think I said this in my last video, like I'm such a creature of familiarity, where like if you show something to me enough, and if you like present an idea to me enough, and you present someone to me enough or something to me enough, I will end up liking it just because I am so used to it. And I think with a lot of these big books, like for example Anna Karenina is probably the like big pretentious classic that I like the least, but I still really like it. And I really didn't like a lot of aspects of it, but I think just because I was with the characters for so long and I gave so much time and energy to that book, I can't help but like it a little. Like, it grew on me, you know? And I think that as much as I'm saying it's great that I like East of Eden, I feel like I was bound to, because of the fact that it's so big. Also, this video will be spoiler free, but there will be spoilers in my actual East of Eden video. Today, what I actually have to do, other than just like wanting to read a lot, is I need to do a little bit of work, but like nothing really. Like today, I mostly wanted to focus on filming. I worked quite a bit yesterday, and I'm going to do quite a lot tomorrow. I need to send like a few emails, just some nonsense. I'm going to do do that. Then I also, at the moment, I'm doing so good, guys. I don't know if you can tell how genuinely like joyous I am, because my friend from Morocco is visiting and I think I'm gonna go to the park with her in the evening. So I'm very excited. I might go see my other friend a little bit before then. I feel so good. I feel like I've made so many like mental breakthroughs this past week. It must be to do with the fact that I've been seeing people so much, because it makes me so happy. And I feel like, I don't know, just a lot of like mental health kind of stuff I feel like has clicked into place for me. And I do really chalk a lot of that up to the fact that I've been seeing people so much and I've been in such a happy, healthy, safe, loving mindset that I feel like it's kind of allowed a lot of these breakthroughs to happen. For example, I'll just explain one now, but like I would say I'm pretty mentally well, and I think that like I'm quite confident saying that because I was so mentally unwell for so long. And I think a large part of why I view myself so mentally well is because despite being very, what I thought was realistically, and I still think kind of is realistically pessimistic, I am able to handle those truths and still be okay. And what I mean by that is that like I feel very pessimistic, partly because of the world right now. Like I think it is realistic. I don't know, things aren't going very well, but also partly just like to do with my own life and certain things I've gone through. I feel like I've seen some ugly, difficult things, and I kind of struggle to not believe that that could happen again, or that like things like that might happen to other people. It's like I know suffering is real, and I know that it probably will happen again, and I know that I will suffer, and I know that people I love will suffer, and I kind of can't help but frame life through that lens a lot. Like the lens through which I view life and I kind of think about the future is through these awful things like, oh, this probably will happen. People I love will die, which is true. They will die. It's probably going to be really hard for me to have certain things that I really want come true in my life. A lot of people who I love, who are like from certain groups, like for example, I have quite a lot of transgender friends, and I'm really worried about them at the moment, especially in the UK, with like everything just getting so much worse in regards to like protections for trans people and like access to things like hormones and stuff like that. I'm also from an immigrant family, and I'm a little bit nervous about everything, and basically it's just like there's a lot to worry about, right? And I feel like it's very realistic. And I even had a therapist once say to me, like, I feel like you are really, really scared something awful is going to happen to you, and you operate in this kind of way where you are constantly just like, you seem just like convinced that something really bad is going to happen to you. And I was like, yeah, because like something probably is going to happen to me, because I always view anxiety as like irrational, right? But I think it's rational to assume something probably awful is going to happen to me again one day. I don't think that's irrational. I think that is just like low-key the truth. And so I was kind of frustrated that she kept trying to like make this better for me, because I was like, I don't think that's like a bad thing if it's realistic. And then I went on this walk with my boyfriend, and I just suddenly was like, okay, challenge, that probably is going to happen. Like loads of bad things are probably going to happen, but also so many wonderful things are probably going to happen. So many great things are probably going to happen. What if I instead focus my attention towards those things? And I view my life as like, okay, things are probably going to be horrible, but as long as my partner is alive and we get on so well, and all my friends are alive and we all get on so well, I'm probably going to be surrounded by so much love, right? And I'm probably going to have a really great support system if things do go wrong. And there's probably going to be so many lovely moments and lovely celebrations and lovely things that will happen. And I'm already so blessed at the moment. As much as I'm saying like, oh, where all these horrible things might happen to me, I am so privileged. I am so lucky in so many ways. But because I don't frame my life through those things, I easily kind of lose sight of them. It's like I know that to be true, but I don't focus on that. So instead, putting my attention towards like all actually the wonderful gifts that I do have and will probably have, and all the wonderful things that probably will happen. And suddenly it almost felt like the whole world shifted, and I was like, wait, life is so good. Life is actually brilliant. And obviously not always, but at the moment for me, there is a lot going good, and I'm really blessed to be safe and to be healthy and happy. And I lose sight of that because I'm so convinced that I'm probably going to lose that. I'm so convinced, and I'm almost like waiting out for the moment that all of that will be gone. And I feel like a lot of that is like a safety measure because I didn't have a lot of that before. And so I'm kind of like, okay, I don't want to be caught unaware, right? Like I want to make sure that I'm ready and prepared for the moment that I'm going to lose all this happiness and safety and health and blah, blah, blah. But right now I have it, and I feel like because I'm constantly thinking about when I'm going to lose it, I define a lot of my life through moments that I didn't have it. But what if I instead focus on all the times that I did? What if I focus on all the great things that have happened? And basically I've been trying to do that, and it's genuinely really changed my mindset. I feel like has really impacted the world around me in quite a profound way. Like I'm really feeling a big shift, even though it sounds so corny and silly and small and like obvious. I really am feeling quite a big shift, which makes sense because obviously like if my life and my understanding of reality is just my interpretation of all sorts of like stimuli and information, if I'm putting so much attention towards all these negative awful things, of course I then kind of like start to view everything and like start to really only know and notice the bad, awful stuff. But instead, if I'm really knowing and noticing all the great stuff, I've just been feeling a lot better. And I don't want to be naive. I think that's the issue. Like, I really don't want to be naive and like be like, oh, everything's so amazing and wonderful and I'm so privileged and lucky to be alive and healthy and happy whilst things are going so bad for other people around me, but also in some ways for me as well. Like, things have been getting a little bit worse, and it's just kind of like, I don't want to be naive as well. I think I've always like seen people be naively optimistic, and I've kind of had a grudge against that. Like, I've always been like, I don't want to be like that after the things that I went through and the times that, like, you know, things were really bad for me, and like I don't want to be naive. But I think I was being naively pessimistic as well. And I feel like striking this kind of balance and turning more attention towards the good has been really, really good for me. And as much as I'm like, oh, I was doing mentally so well before because I was able to handle the crushing weight of all this horror, I also actually am now like, wait, I don't have to constantly handle the crushing weight of all this horror. I could just chill out a little. And so it's been really easy actually recently to feel good. So basically, thank you to my friends for being here, because I feel like due to the fact that I've been seeing so many people I love, I've unlocked this new level of happiness and gratitude that I couldn't access before. So basically, I'm doing really well, and I'm super excited to see my friends. Right now though, I'm feeling really, really hungry because I worked so hard at the gym today on the Booty Blaster 3000. So I have already had my favorite breakfast ever. My yogurt with chia seeds and strawberries and apple and bee pollen. And then after the gym, I got some sushi. But I've also been craving a very particular specific taste in my mouth, and I'm going to make it happen. I want to have yogurt with peaches or nectarines. I always get peaches and nectarines mixed up. Whatever, you'll see the packaging. It was one of those. I am just really craving that specific flavor. I really want peaches or nectarines. I can't remember which one, but I know how it looks. Cut up with yogurt in my mouth right this instant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and make that. I'm going to send a few emails. What a bore. And then we can start reading. And then afterwards I can go and get ready and see my friends and la 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 la. I'm so excited, guys. They were actually perfectly ripe yellow flesh peaches. Oh my goodness. Literally so delicious. And with the yogurt, oh my god. It is genuinely such a blessing to be alive. The plans have changed a bit because after I finished recording the last segment, I went downstairs and I realized that the Booty Blaster 3000 genuinely has like knocked me out for the day. Like, I'm done. I don't think I will be able to go to the park with my friends. No one's replied yet. No one has said how sad and awfully upset they are that I'm not coming. Yeah, I don't think that I can go. Also, I'm trying to make sure that my foot's not in the frame. I can't sit on chairs normally. But yeah, basically, I'm not going to the park anymore. I am probably going to go and meet my boyfriend for dinner because he's making dinner at home and he has invited me to join him. He is making vegan Persian kebab. I have also asked one of my friends if she would like to join us because she was like curious what that's about, and I was like, hey, that might be enough for 3. She might join us as well. I'm waiting for a response from her. Some chia seeds would slap with this, but I genuinely have so many chia seeds. I think I exceed the daily limit of chia seeds every day, and I definitely already exceeded it this morning. I don't need to worry about my fiber intake. I am doing perfectly well. If anything, not to be gross, I think I'm doing a little too well with my fiber intake, so I am not going to add any chia seeds. What a blessing. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is so good. This tastes like summer. Yellow flesh peaches. I need to keep saying it and looking at it so that I remember that's what I like, because I don't remember what they're called. I think I like nectarines as well though, but I know I don't like plums. Actually, I can't remember when's the last time I had a plum. I don't like plum flavored things, but maybe a different plum, not a different plum, a real plum will be different. I need to remember that this is the thing that I like, because this genuinely tastes, oh my god, let's have another. There's something about it. It's like a bit musky. I don't know if that's the word, but like there's something about it that is so, I don't know, there's a bit of like, I'm talking about this as if it's like a scent. I don't think it's just sweet and juicy. There's a little something more like mature and grounded in the taste. So good. It's rained a little bit, I think. So like, even though it's still quite warm, It's like that tension of the rain. I don't know if other people feel this. I feel like people probably do, but like I really hate the feeling like just before it's about to rain, if it's not rained for a while, and it really feels like there's this tension in the air. It feels like all this pressure is building up and you really feel it like on you, and you feel that like stickiness, and like it's like you feel like it's going to rain, and that pressure I find very unbearable. And then when that pressure breaks and there's this release, and that release is obviously in the form of rain, it's really weird, but that's kind of like how my period feels. I don't know if other people who have periods relate to this, but like it feels like this uncomfortable building up of pressure and discomfort, and it feels very similar to like the really thick humidity of like when it's about to rain. And then when I have my period, I do have like issues with like really bad pain and stuff, but the worst feeling for me, maybe not the worst, but like I think the feeling that makes me the most nauseous is that like building up of pressure. And it's so interesting that like I really feel that in the like environment as well, and I also feel that in spring, which I've not heard many other people say, but for me spring, there also is that like bursting of energy that's just like waiting and forming, and that pressure, and it feels like this cycle of like pressure and release and pressure and release. Anyways, the pressure has released because it's rained, so I feel like I won't find being outside as uncomfortable, so I really want to be outside, and I think I'd like to read. Also, you guys are so blurry, and by you guys I mean me, because I'm looking at the viewfinder. I need new glasses. We have to have like a glasses picking vlog. I've put it off for so long. I have never found a glasses shape that I like how I look in, and I am quite vain, I think, because that has led me to not really wear my glasses a lot. I get so stressed and overwhelmed whenever I go and buy new glasses, because I just feel like I wear all of them and I'm like no, and then I get stressed because I'm just like I have to pick one, but they all look awful in my opinion on me. And then afterwards I like put off buying new glasses. But what's happened to me now is like for months now I've been like, oh, my vision is like hugely deteriorated, and I am like struggling to see even with my glasses on, and I can feel that it's getting worse and worse because my eyes are straining. But I'm just putting off going to actually, like I need to, but I keep putting it off because I just get stressed. So maybe we can make a day out of it. Maybe we can go together, I'll take you guys, and then I can get lots of opinions. I feel like that might make me more stressed if everyone is saying something different, but I feel like if everyone kind of is pointing in a general direction of like, oh Alex, I feel like this suits you the best, then maybe I'll be less stressed and I'll just buy the glasses, right, and have like an eye test or whatever. So maybe I'll take you guys with me. If I was less tired from the Booty Blaster 3000, I'd just take you guys to do it today. But today is a rest day, it is a relaxed day, and it is a reading day. I've only just finished work. It took much longer than expected, and it's now time to go for dinner. My best friend will be joining me and my boyfriend, which I'm so excited about. I love them both so much and I'm so excited to hang out with them. But I honestly feel like calling this a reading vlog would be a sham and a lie, because I have yet to read at all. But I feel like this is quite realistic, to be honest, to what it's like to read. Like, I don't know, I find myself very busy, and I've had a lot of people say this as well. It's just kind of hard to make time for reading. And like today, obviously I went to the gym in the morning, I did some shopping, I came back, I had food, and then I ended up working, and I didn't realize how long it would take. And also I was at the gym for really long because I was with my friends and I was like hanging out with them and stuff. And yeah, so now I haven't got time to read anymore before I go for dinner. However, it is not going to be a very long dinner, and I've told my friend, because then she's going afterwards to go hang out with our friend from Morocco, and I said I will not be joining because I want to go to bed early, but also like I want a little bit of time to read. I genuinely have been enjoying East of Eden so much. Like, I cannot put into words how enjoyable and brilliant and fantastic it has been to read. I recorded a little segment for my spoiler full East of Eden video, and just recording that segment I was getting quite giddy because I was like, wait, I love this book so much and it's given me so much food for thought, and I feel like there are so many themes that I'm really thinking about, and there's like a few characters that I'm so interested in because they're just so, like, I'm trying to really stick to not having any spoilers, but they're just so fantastically interesting to read about, and I just really want to like enter that world for a little bit. So yeah, I want to do that tonight. I'm gonna go and get ready now. I'm going to quickly pack my stuff. I'm gonna wear this dress. I love this dress so much, guys. This is one of my favorite dresses. I thrifted it. Either I thrifted it or maybe actually my mother-in-law gave it to me. I can't remember. Either way, it's secondhand, but the only issue with it is that like I don't even want it entirely show, to be honest. You can literally see my pants. Underwear on show, like okay, everyone can just see everything, and it's worse at the back. I love this dress so much though, and I feel like it's a really, really pretty length. Like, oh, also, oh my god, I nearly fell back. I don't know if you can see like the scabs and the like bruises all over my knees. I was at a party and I fell, and I was sober, by the way. I don't drink. It was just really dark and I fell so badly down these stairs. It was actually a really bad fall. I'm surprised that this is the only show I have of it. I like rolled down the steps. It was so bad. So yeah, I'm slowly healing. You might have noticed that my legs are shaved. I haven't shaved in a really long time. I did it as a kind of like challenge to myself, because as much as I'm trying to unlearn the patriarchy's influences over me and there are some things that are quite difficult, and I found learning to deal with the fact that I have body hair and see myself with body hair to be extremely difficult. And because it was so difficult, I felt it really important to learn to be okay with that, and I kind of viewed it as a challenge. So for a very long time now, I have not shaved. I had really long armpit hair, I had really long leg hair, and I ended up really liking it. And that's not to say that it was easy. Definitely at first I found it really difficult because I've been shaving since I was like quite a young teenager. Like I just hadn't seen myself with body hair for so long, and I also hadn't felt the experience. So I'm just checking the time because I'm actually like late to leave. I hadn't felt the experience of having body hair in really long as well. For example, I didn't realize how strongly you can feel the wind on your legs when you have leg hair. I've enjoyed the sensation of the wind on my legs so many times. So now that I've basically like decided now as the final part of the challenge, I have actually like shaved, and I'm like, okay, how do I find now being shaved? Am I able to actually make this choice without any kind of weird feelings? I don't know. I'm just trying to observe how I feel about it. So basically I shaved, and I realized immediately like, wait, why can I not feel the wind nearly as strongly as I can when I have leg hair? And that is like a big downside, I think, of shaving. Like I really, really love how the wind feels, and I actually quite like how I look with body hair, which is really nice because that was really, really difficult to get to that point. Why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, just because I think I've mentioned in the past that I was growing out my body hair, and obviously if you saw my bruises and stuff, you probably noticed that my hair, it's quite short at the moment, although I've not shaved for a few weeks. I just grow hair quite slow. Anyways, I'm gonna go get ready now. I'm going to tie a jumper around my waist to cover my bottom so that nobody can see my underwear, and no one can see the results of the Booty Blaster 3000. And I'm gonna go and enjoy. We are having Persian kebab, but it's vegan, and my boyfriend got this vegan mince and it's genuinely disgusting. It's like the worst. Like I really like plant-based food if it is like naturally plant-based. I don't know if that makes sense, but like dishes that are just like made with lentils and mushrooms and stuff, and that is like the main component of the meal, I really like. But the meals that are traditionally made with meat and then are made plant-based by using fake meat, I really don't like. I just don't like a lot of fake meat taste, especially because I've eaten meat for like all of my life and I still eat meat, so it's like I know how this is supposed to taste. And like we made a bolognese with the vegan meat the other day, and like it was not good. I think I would rather just have like a mushroom based bolognese. I don't know if that is a thing, but like just basically without meatballs. Anyways, we have so much of this plant-based mince left, and my boyfriend really likes making Persian food, so he's gonna make a Persian kebab because that uses like a lot of onions and a lot of seasoning in the like mince, I guess, so that will hopefully distract from the texture and the taste. And we're gonna have yogurt with it, we're gonna have Persian salad with it, we're gonna have some rice. My boyfriend does a really good, I think it's called like a tadig, the saffron burnt rice. So delicious. I'm so excited. It's also raining, that's another thing. It's so beautiful and I love the rain, and I'm gonna walk in the rain, so let's freaking go. Good morning again, although it again is not the morning because I went to the gym and I did use the Booty Blaster 3000 again and I am in a lot of pain, so I think I'm gonna get a taxi to go see my friends because I usually get the bus or I walk. I'm in too much pain. Guys, I originally was gonna call this a reading vlog. Have I done any reading? No. When I got home last night I ended up chatting with my boyfriend for ages, so I didn't end up reading, and then today I went to the gym, I have gotten ready. I found this beautiful silk cord thingy from July Rose Jewelry that I ordered ages ago now, and I just like literally forgot I had and I've never worn, so I decided to put that on. I wish I had something like lower cut. I feel like this kind of shape would be nicer, but alas I don't, and that's okay. I feel like this looks quite nice. I'm finishing my coffee. I didn't have one in the morning, so I'm having it now, and yeah, I'm gonna go and get a taxi to my friend's house now because I really want to see my friends, and obviously at the moment with my friend visiting, like I really want to prioritize spending time with her, but that has meant that I have not read, so sorry about that, the liar. I did though, however, actually have a bit of an East of Eden dinner. Over dinner I was basically telling my boyfriend and my best friend what I've been reading, and I spoke to them about East of Eden and they both are really keen to read it. My best friend asked if she could borrow it once I finish it because she really wants to read it, and it was so nice to talk about it. Like as I was talking about it I could feel that excitement to read it bubbling up again. I will not call this a reading vlog. I don't know what to call this, maybe like everything but reading vlog. I've recently also been meditating quite a bit and that has been really nice. I feel really chilled out and relaxed. When I was walking earlier I really tried to focus on the feeling of the ground pushing back up against my feet, and I just felt so like in my body and it was really wonderful. But yes, anyways, oh my goodness, also I actually have something that I wanted to unbox with you guys. I'll do it really quickly before leaving. So I've literally already shouted out July Rose Jewelry because I am wearing this cord from July Rose Jewelry. A lot of my favorite jewelry is from July Rose Jewelry, and Jalissa, who is the like founder slash main artist behind July Rose Jewelry, has recently started a stationery brand. So I have these beautiful 2 notebooks, Museum of Me, so gorgeous, and apparently this is fountain pen friendly paper, so maybe later I'm gonna try it out because I don't have time right now, but I'm very curious to see how good it is. Although from the things I've seen her post, it doesn't ghost, it doesn't bleed, it looks really good. The paper's really pretty, like it's a really nice color as well. Very excited to use this. And she also sent 2 things which I also will try out for you guys later. One of them is this stamp, which is so cool. I definitely want to stamp it in like the front page of one of the books. I was here. So cool, so cute. I'm really excited to use this. And then the other thing is just a really beautiful, what's it called, clip. People who are online in like the journaling space will probably recognize this shape. This is the shape of Jalissa's. She makes these really beautiful stationery charms that go on the front of like Louis Carmen, is that what they're called? Louis Carmen notebooks and Paper Republics. This is like the iconic shape of that, which I don't have one of those, but I do definitely recognize it because I've seen a lot of my mutuals and a lot of people online have it. She has used it on this clip and it's Museum of Me. Excited to use this, excited to use the stamp, and excited to try out the paper later, but all of the stuff is so beautiful. I'll do like a proper try out later. My coffee is nearly finished, so I'm going to get ready and go.